Hello everyone, it's your favorite realtor, Erica Hernandez with RE/MAX Top Realty. Thank you so much for coming back to my channel to learn all things real estate. If you are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Erica and I'm a realtor here in the Houston area. I love to work with buyers, sellers, investors, and really educate everyone on all things real estate. Because I do have a teacher background, I love to teach and I combine that with real estate. So I love to teach everything to do with real estate and it has really helped my career. People love the way that I work, people love the way that I teach, and I'm very patient. All things that teachers are. So I do welcome you. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell, leave me a comment, and give me a like if you really enjoy this video. All right, guys, so happy Monday to you and happy beginning of the week. I hope that whatever goals you have, professional or personal, you reach them this week. I'm always working really hard to reach those goals as well, so I'm right here with you guys. Last week, I did reach a new goal that I have not done in a long time, and that is I had 3 closings, guys. I did get to close 3 different clients, and it was just such a wonderful experience. So I thought this week I would talk about closings. If you would like to learn more about what a closing day looks like when you purchase a home or sell your home, please stay tuned. Don't forget to follow me on all my social media, Erica Houston Realtor on Snapchat, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and Twitter, and TikTok, and go to my website at www.erikahoustonrealtor.com. All right, guys, I am so proud of myself. Last week, I was able to close 3 clients in 1 week, and that probably has been the most I've closed in one single week. There was a lot of emotions, there was a lot of things I had to do, and a lot of time management that I had to really take care of. Being able to go to these closings with my clients and being able to help new clients, and in the process also managing my current contracts. It is quite a lot. I'm pretty good at multitasking, so I do try my best. But I did want to talk about what typically happens on closing day. All right, guys, so a lot of times my clients call me that they're super nervous the night before. Even on closing day, they'll share that they were not able to sleep. They were so nervous, happy, and all the emotions. But the day of closing is super important. Normally, my clients wake up, and this is what they usually tell me, and I usually tell them is a good idea for closing day, is that they wake up, they go to the bank and get either a cashier's check for the money you're supposed to bring to closing, or they do go ahead and plan for a wire. So that would be where the bank directly wires the money over to the title company, and that's where the closing happens. So there are 2 different ways that you can bring funds to closing. So that would be their cashier's check or wiring the money. So the morning of closing, normally my clients will head over to the bank first, and they go ahead and take care of how they're going to be sending over the money for closing. After my clients go to the bank, they'll go ahead and meet me at the property so we can do a final walkthrough. The reason you want to walk the property the day that you're closing is just to make sure a lot of things, right? That it's not damaged, that someone didn't move in. We call those squatters. Just overall, the condition of the home should be really good. We want to make sure that nothing broke or is damaged from the last time we did an inspection to this day. So you kind of do a little bit of a mini inspection yourself, nothing crazy, just kind of making sure everything works, maybe turn on the waters, things like that, flush the toilets, make sure nothing's leaking. So it's a really quick walkthrough. And then after that, because I'm so super extra, I do like a mini photo shoot. I'm not an expert in photography or anything, but I do love to capture the moment because it is a big moment. I'll do a couple of shots of my clients in front of their home, holding a key, etc. It's super fun. So I usually tell my clients, go ahead and dress up. Like, this is a big day for you. We're going to do some photos and then we're going to go to closing. But yeah, so we'll do the final walkthrough, make sure everything's locked up, take the pictures, and then we'll both head over to the title company. So the title company is where the title was open, and that's where we sent the contract from the beginning. Normally, that's where you also drop off all your deposit checks. So we head over to the title company. Of course, we would have already had an appointment set up for that day, and we just kind of sit around, wait for them to have a room ready. The first thing they do is they ask you for your IDs, and so they'll take your IDs, you sit down and wait, and then they'll put you in a room where it's only going to be you, whoever's signing for the purchase, and then the escrow agent, which is a person at the title company that's pretty much the notary. Once they take us into the room, we kind of wait around, and then the escrow agent will come in. They'll ask for the check for the money that you're supposed to bring to closing, and then that's when we start to sign all the documentation. Most of the documents that you're signing were sent to you from your lender, because all the documents come from the lender, and there's a really small stack that has to do with title, maybe like 5 pages. They're pretty easy to read. You can scan through them, but normally nobody sits there and reads every single document word for word, because they're documents you would have already gotten. So it's really important that whenever you get a package from your lender, you know, the night before or a couple of days before, that you read all those documents so you're not nervous at closing. Once you guys sign all the documents and your hand is hurting from all the signatures you had to do, the escrow agent gets up, gathers all the documents, takes your check, and then sends everything off to the lender, right? So then the lender receives everything that was signed. Normally, if you're the buyer, you sign and maybe the seller already signed. So it's signed by both parties. They'll send it over to the lender. The lender says, hey, we're good to go. Everything that needs to be signed is already signed. And they'll send it okay back to the title company. And that's when title says, all right, guys, here are a copy of everything you just signed. The lender has okayed the sale. This home is officially yours. Here are the keys. So then the clients get to take the keys home, and I normally recommend that they go over to the property one more time that evening or later that day. And it's super important, if at all possible, to change all the locks that same day, just because we don't know who else has a copy of the key, and we just don't want to have any issues with that. And then after that, if you have not already done so, you would then call for utilities to set up water, gas, electricity, whatever the house has. Most people do it in advance, but some people wait. It's not a big deal. So that's something else you would do. You would do that. Go ahead and get all the utilities done, and that's it. The next step after that would be for you guys to move in. I have had some people that after closing, they move into the home right away. That's a lot of things in one day, and most people don't do that. But in some cases they do. They'll like close, do all these things, and then move in and spend the night that same day of closing. So it is kind of a crazy day when you're closing. I did want to explain to you guys kind of what happens and walk you through a typical closing for someone who's purchasing a home. Now, when you're selling a home, it's a little bit different. It takes a little less time when you're actually a seller. You just show up to the closing, you sign like very minimal documents. There's not too many to sign because you're not getting a loan or anything like that. And then, yeah, like you don't really go back to the home or anything because you sold it. You just end up just bringing all the keys that pertain to your home so you can hand it over to the new person. When you're a seller, you normally bring like your mailbox keys, any extra keys that have to do with the home, any garage remotes, any paperwork that may be useful for the new buyer. And then, yeah, like after closing, you don't go back to the property, just like that's it for you. You do get a check for the sale of your home if you had equity, so that's kind of neat. But yeah, it's the same process. You know, you go in, you close, you sign some documents, you wait around, make sure that everything is okayed, and then the title will call you back when you're a seller and say, hey, like your check for your sale is ready, you know, come pick it up. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed that. And if you are ready for your own closing day, or you know someone who's thinking about purchasing, you know, for first-time home buyers, maybe even investing into real estate, or thinking about upgrading, selling your current home for a new one, I am your girl. You guys know I take care of my people. I educate them. I hold their hand. I'm patient. I'm all things what a teacher is, combined with the realtors. Don't forget to send me those referrals. I really appreciate them. And I'm so grateful that you guys stayed for the entire video. As a quick reminder, don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell, leave me a comment, give me a like, all the good things. I do appreciate you guys. I can't wait to see you next week. Thank you so much for watching.